Jai Shri Mataji, Uncle.
Jai Shri
Once
Mataji.
again, thank you very much. And we had a desire to meditate with you. So if you can start us with a guided meditation, and then after that, we can go into the question answers.
Okay. Hope everyone has taken Bandhan. If not, let us take Bandhan. So before we really start, first we should see to our own whether I am relaxed, whether I am comfortable, and also whether I really have self-esteem to self. I try to respect, and there is nothing, no feeling of any towards self. What I mean that we should have that self-confidence and self-esteem. And yes, I will definitely get blessings from Shri Mataji. I am capable of that. I don't have any guilt feeling, no hating for first. Some people they hate themselves for something wrongdoing. So I don't have any such feeling. That is very, very important. That is a foundation. Hope everyone is spreading both the hands towards Shri Mataji. And here we'll pray Shri Mataji, please keep your lotus feet in my heart. Please keep your lotus feet in my heart. Please bless me by keeping your lotus feet in my heart. Shri Mataji, please clean my heart. Purify my heart. There should not be any ill feeling or hate for anybody. Any jealousy for anybody. We have to have a pure heart. Then only we can have a pure desire. Let us pray, Shri Mataji, please make my pure desire. Give me pure desire. Make it intense. Pure desire to be one with you. To be my attention with your lotus feet. All other desires are impure. This desire to be one with you will give me peace and inner joy. Shri Mataji, Please make my desire more pure and intense so that my attention is on you. Once we have requested Sri Mataji, next is Sri Mataji, please give me all Sri Ganesha qualities. Sri Ganesha qualities are innocence, purity, and humility. These are the basic qualities coming from Sri Ganesha. We have to have these Ganesh principle, Ganesh qualities for the spiritual ascent. Sri Mataji, give me Shakti to recognize you. That you are Adi Shakti, you incarnated for the benefit of the whole world, for the transformation of the whole world. You are the principle of all principles. You are Sahasrar Swamini. You are Trigunatmika. Please give me these powers to recognize you. Let us keep right hand on the Mother Earth, left hand towards Sri Mataji. And we pray, Sri Mataji, please, all the catches, negativities of my left side, Ida Nadi, be sucked in Mother Earth and make my left side, Ida Nadi, purer and purer. All emotions, all feelings, thinking of past, everything please take into Mother Earth and only keep my pure desire to be one with you. We are collectively requesting Shri Mataji, so any collective prayer is heard very fast. Then we'll keep right hand towards Shri Mataji, left hand towards sky, ether. And we pray Shri Mataji here. Please purify and clear my right side, my Pingala Nadi. All my future thinking, my planning, thinking that I am the doer. Please take out all such negativities and let me have a clear thinking that you are the doer. We have to pray from heart with complete respect and with complete confidence that we are praying to Adishakti. Then let us keep both hands towards Shri Mataji. Left hand on the lever, that is on the right side, upper portion of the stomach. Shri Mataji, please make my attention stable and pure and strong. For any spiritual ascent, the attention has to be strong and pure. Let my attention be on you at your lotus feet, to remain my attention purer and purer. Both the hands to Shri Mataji. And here we pray Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, you are residing as a Kundalini inside each of us. You are Gauri Mata. You are Sakshat Amba. Please, Shri Mataji, let my Kundalini travel upward towards Sahasrar. Through the Mahalakshmi channel. Through my Sushumna. Let us keep our right hand on our left Vishuddhi. the feeling of guiltiness. Shrimataji, in your blessings, I am not guilty. Please purify my left Vishuddhi. One nadi goes from heart to Sahasrar through left Vishuddhi. I am not guilty at all. I am the pure spirit. I cannot be guilty. Let us keep our right hand on our forehead and pray here, Shrimataji, or reaffirm here, saying that Shrimataji, in your blessings, I have forgiven all. I have forgiven to myself also. This is very, very important to open the Ajna Chakra. We'll keep our right hand on the back of the head, back Ajna, and press, keeping left hand towards Shrimataji. Shrimataji, if we have done any mistake, anything, any wrong towards you, to us, divine, please forgive us. We'll keep both hands towards Shrimataji, taking our attention on Sahasrar. Shrimataji, please give me Nirvicharita. By opening Ajna Chakra, the ego and superego are sucked in, making a clear passage from the Sahasrar. Shrimataji, please take me into the reality. Please connect me to this Brahma Chaitanya, to this all-pervading power of God's love, which is a reality. Anything below is not reality. Anything below is myth. My mind is also myth. Please take me beyond my mind. Take me into Nirvicharita. That is a reality. That is a cosmic consciousness. Please connect me to the cosmic consciousness and keep me in Nirvichar, in thoughtless awareness. Shrimataji, you are a Sahasrar Swamini. Let the light of my spirit come on my attention. And let my attention be one with this all-pervading power. Please keep me in thoughtless awareness, in nirvicharita. That is fortness. We are in a fort away from all worldly problems. Can you play for 1 minute the music? We'll stop the music. This is the best state of our being. As much we can sit for a longer time, anytime. For such meditation and sitting into thoughtless awareness, there is no any time restriction, time limitation. So we continue our further program. What is planned tonight? Jai Shri Mataji.
Mataji. Thank you, Uncle, for guiding us through this meditation. And thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us the Sahaj family and the gift of ether that we can connect with yogis thousands of miles away, be able to exchange vibrations and knowledge with them. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
So for those of us who are joining the session, just want to let you know that Uncle Nalgirkar is joining us from Pune. And even though Uncle needs no introduction, just a few words about him. So his professional education has been in engineering, and he has worked as executive director with Engineers India Limited for almost about 30 years. And after that, he was senior vice president with Reliance Industries for about 8 years. But in his contribution to Sahaja Yoga, he's worked in various capacities. And Shrimadaji herself appointed him or nominated him to these positions. Just to name a few, he's been a director on the board of Sahaja Yoga World Foundation and on the board of Nirmal Intellectual Property. He's also been trustee of Life Eternal Trust for about 15 years and trustee of Sahaj Music Academy Vaitarna for the last 18 years. He's been chairman of the Sahaj Marriage Committee for 10 years and also advisor and member of that committee for the last 24 years. And like I said, these are just to name a few. And a very interesting fact, for those of you who visited Nirmal Dham and might have seen Shrimadaji's car on display, Uncle had the blessing to have driven that car for her for close to 20 years. And he's really been blessed to have spent significant amount of time with Mother. And we are very fortunate to be able to hear from him and see what he can share with us, what Shrimadaji has said. So we'll start with the question answer session. And we had circulated a form and yogis had submitted their questions. We had invited questions in different categories. And some of us are joining from the center here. Some of us are joining online. But we will take questions one category at a time. We'll start with the questions related to Havan. And the first question, Uncle, that came or that generally comes up is when some yogis feel the collective left side, and then they suggest that we should have a Havan at the center. So we wanted to understand that when can Havan be performed at the centers besides Navratri and Holi that we have heard from Shrimadaji's various talks. But if there are any other suggestions, please do let us know.
Actually, Havan is performed. First is to purify the place. What you call Vastu. If it is a building, if it is a house. So we purify the place. Second is those who are performing the Havana together collectively. So their left side is also cleared. Now, so that is how we do Havana in Sahaja Yoga. And also, I want to say very clearly that Shri Mataji has explained how to perform the Havana, the method of Havana. Because in India, so many other regional wise or caste wise, they have a system of Havana. But the people who come from this type of people into Sahaja Yoga, they try to bring their ideas or their system methods into Sahaja Yoga, which is not correct. So we should do Havana. We call it a Sahaja Havana. Whatever Sahaj Shri Mataji has explained, we should perform the same way. And like Shri Mataji has said, in Navratri you should do one Havana. During Holi we should do one Havana. And whenever you are, suppose you have fix a puja, collective puja, somewhere in some building, which doesn't belong to you, but you want to do puja. So one day before or few hours before, we should perform the Havana there. That is to purify the place. Similarly, also, if as far as the individual Sahajogis or Sahajogi families are concerned, if we have purchased a new house, if we have purchased a new office, so also in the first day beginning you should do Havana to purify the Vastu. Similarly, in a family, if there is a continuous left side problem and so many negative feelings and catches, badhas coming in the family, so in consultation with the coordinator, they should perform a Havana in the house for the clearing of the family members. But at the same time, we should not do Havana so frequent. That is also Shrimati's advice. Whenever it is needed, we should do, because the more Havana we do, we get our right side. and too much of right side is also not good. So we should do in a balanced way. The purpose is to clear the left side, purpose is to clear the vastu, the place, and of the collective left side. I think I have answered.
Sure, Uncle. Yeah. So I think that also kind of covers the next question that we had, that sometimes when we go to national or international seminars and pujas, there is a Havan that happens a day before the puja. So sometimes when we have pujas at our centers, we think that we should have a Havan, but maybe if we have a regular center, we don't need to, or like if you want to add something to that.
No, you are right. If I have a regular center, I have our own building where we are regularly meditating, doing puja regularly, then there is no need to do any havana before puja. But in Navratri we must do. That is advised by Shrimataji. On Navami or Ashtami, preferably.
Sure. Thank you, Uncle. So the next question, Uncle, is that sometimes different yogis are called to put the offerings into the Havan at the end. Is that correct? Or should the yogis who are sitting and performing the Havan just offer those themselves?
Actually, we have a system in Sahaja Yoga which we call as collective Havan. Collective Havan means there is a Havan Kund, which is a fireplace, where we are putting all our swahas. So, if let us say there are 500 Sahajogis sitting, so all 500 cannot sit near the Havana. Only 4 or 6 can sit near the Havana. So those 4 or 6, they are representative of the all 500 Sahajogis sitting little away from the Havana. So those 4 or 6 sitting, they are on behalf of all. They are putting these swaha or these negativities inside the fire. There is no need every individual to come in the front and put into the Havana. But after taking 108 names, after doing swaha, after that, collectively we can take names of some negativities, badas, and wherever we are sitting, from there we can do swaha. And those who are sitting near the Havan Kunda, 4 or 6 people, they will also do the same swaha. So that's all. There is no any individual to come near the Havan Kunda.
Sure. Understood. Thanks, Uncle. So we'll move on to the next category. This is some questions related to clearance. So the question that we have is, should there be collective clearance sessions at the centers?
Yes. Clearing sessions means meditation is a separate part. Clearing session is a separate part. So regularly, if there are some new Sahajogis, for them, to teach them or along with them to clear their badas, so we can have a clearing session. Like we can have foot soaking, we can have 3 candle treatment, or we can have just like now we did left and right clearing. That also can be done. So it has to be planned that way, and it should not be a regular practice. It is as required. As Srimataji has said, that we should not go on taking all medicines. We should know what medicine I have to take and what is wrong with me. So like that, the collectivity has to decide, okay, this week once let us sit together and do right and left clearing. This week let us do um, foot soaking. So for that you have to arrange some tubs and the water and the salt. So that is as required, but it should not be a regular practice. And also we can do 3 candle treatment, not for all, but only for those who require. They can sit in the front and others can help them to do that. And those who require a clearing with candle, that they can do at home also. And also there is like called shoe beating. So that also should be taught to all of them. So you can have a session together, shoe beating, or they can do individually at home also. So that should be apart from a regular weekly meditation. The clearing session should be planned as required, but it should not be a regular practice also.
Okay, thank you, Uncle, for that. And there was a specific question related to string burning. And the question is it an individual specific treatment, or is it okay for a collective to do this treatment together?
Basically, thread burning is a very high left side, very high level of left side. And basically, it is for the individual. But at the same time, it can be done for the collective also. Because, thread burning, we first take a thread. It has to be a very thick thread, and we give knots. Knots are done for each chakra. First we do knot for Muladhara, then we do knot for Swadhisthana. So while doing this knotting, we are praying Shri Mataji and also saying, catches badhas of my Muladhara, catches badhas of my Swadhisthana. Like this we do 7-8 knots, and then we hold that thread, keep that thread into the oil, and then we hold it for burning. Similarly, we can do knotting for the collectivity, the left side, the Muladhara of the collective, Swadhisthana of the collective. So that also can be done. But mainly it is for the individual and for a very high level of left side. And we should not do unnecessarily every time. We should try our left side, normal left side, problem clearing by candle treatment, 3 candle treatment. And the thread burning should be taken when we feel there is a problem, physical, mental problem coming up, then we should do that thread burning. But it is basically for individual, but it can be done for the collective also. So in that case, somebody has to take a lead. It is not that everyone is trying to hold the thread and all together, then it is not necessary. Only one thread, all are sitting together, and only one person is doing knotting, and on behalf of all the collectivity, he is burning thread. I hope I have clarified.
Yes, thank you, Uncle. Thank you very much. So the next category that we had invited questions were questions related to Sahaja Yoga in day-to-day life. And the last category is of questions related to pujas, but that has the most questions, so we'll come to that after this one. But for
just 1 minute, there was one chat message here. For Sahasrara also we should put a knot or wide. No, some people have catches badhas at Sahasrara also. So we should take name of Sahasrara and put the knot. Okay. Let us go ahead.
Sure, yeah. So coming to questions related to Sahaja Yoga in our day-to-day lives, the first question that we have, Uncle, is that Shrimataji has said that a boy and a girl from the same collective cannot get married. But if someone suggests a boy or a girl from a different city of state for matrimony purposes, is that all right, acceptable, advised?
Actually, Shrimataji on this issue has talked so many times, so many places. Even she has said that you don't worry about your marriage. I will decide and I will marry you. So leave it to Sahaja Yoga. So whether the selection is done by individual, selection means the boy and the girl, they are meeting together somewhere or seeing each other, and they like each other, and then they feel or feel in love and think of marriage. Or their family members, the parents, they are looking for match of their boy or girl. So it is the same. Question is, Sahaja Yoga collectivity should not be used for this kind of um, vision. People should not have. We should have a very pure and clean eyes. Thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. So even if parents are seeing, the parents are seeing in that angle. Their eyes are becoming like that. So no one should do that. And not only the same collectivity, but even for other collectivity also. So I hope the question is, if we are here and we see some boy or girl in other collectivity, can we suggest that? That is the point. It means you had that uh, feeling in your eyes to select the boy or girl. So that should not be there at all. Till you are married, as Srimati said, all are your brothers and sisters and daughters and sons. And that is the pure collectivity of Sahaja Yoga, pure collectivity of Vishwa Nirmala Dharma.
Sure, Uncle. So the other question that we have, Uncle, is that sometimes yogis hesitate to come forward and take up responsibilities because they feel that certain other yogis have a negative attention on them. We've also heard that yogis say that they know some other yogis are doing treatments on them. So we've even heard of things like reverse bandhan, but is there anything that works like this where a yogi can do negative attention or negative treatments on another yogi?
No, I think no, it is not advised. We can only pray, Shrimataji, if somebody is troubling you, somebody is negative with you. So we should only pray, Shrimataji. We can give verse to us, bandhan to that person to give a to remove all his bad thinking and give him some positive thinking. But we should not do some reverse bandhan and let something to happen to him. No, the Sahaja Yoga is not here to harm anybody. Sahaja Yoga is not here to trouble anybody. But we can protect ourselves and leave it to Shrimataji. Shrimataji's power is very, very, very infinity. If you really pray Shrimataji with complete devotion, it works. And we have to have that faith. Anything we pray Shrimataji, we have to have that with faith. Without faith, it will not work. What I'm saying that a Sahaja, just by knowing what are the chakras, what are the nadis, what are the mantras, and how to do this, how to do that, is not sufficient. What is required is really the purity of your attention, purity of your mind, and humility, and the recognition of Shrimataji, faith in Shrimataji, devotion towards Shrimataji. And this also is limitless. Somebody asks how much faith I should have, how much devotion I should have. It is limitless. These are the only things which are beyond Maryada. For all other things, there is a Maryada, but for your Bhakti, Shraddha, there is no Maryada. So with humility and purity, if we pray more and more, that is ultimately, that is the essence. Just by knowing a different methodology, different system, how to work out this, how to work out that, even to do that, you have to have devotion and faith. इसमें हिंदी में या हिंदी में एक शब्द है, I don't know whether it is Hindi, Sanskrit or Marathi. Artata. Artata means you should go to your bottom of your heart, and with that humility, you pray Shri Mataji. When you are praying, first you have to have that recognition and pray. It works like an electric button. Yes. Next.
Yes, Uncle. The next question is that we have started to hear something like no yogini should put bindi on Shrimataji's photograph, and because we should not be touching Shrimataji's agya with our hands. So is that correct? Or should we put kumkum on the photographs in our homes and the centers?
Very interesting question. Actually, in Sakar Puja, whenever we have performed Sakar Puja of Shri Mataji, above neck, Shri Mataji used to do herself, like applying oil on the hair or kumkum, anything. She used to do herself and not allow or ask any Sahajogini to do that. But neck means any garland or any necklace from there downwards towards the feet, lotus feet. She used to ask Sahajoginis to do that. So taking idea from that, on the face, because we use Shri Mataji's face for our meditation, we sit in front of the photograph looking at Shri Mataji's face and praying with all humility. At that time, if there is some bindi put by some person or by a lady, now Shri Mataji's original bindi will not be visible. So, and that lady is, depending on what kind of vibrations she has, so that kumkum will carry. So, it is not preferable to have. So, but at the same time, as a respect, Shri Mataji has said in one of the lecture that you should, as a respect, like we are putting a candle in front of photograph. So for that photograph, you should apply haldi and kumkum. If not haldi, at least kumkum. Apply to the photograph, not to the picture of Shri Mataji. Now this is what it is. But some people say that we are decorating the photograph from outside with garland, etc. But Shri Mataji's photograph without applying bindi is not looking good. So with that feeling, they apply. Especially if you go to North India particularly, नहीं बिंदी तो होनी ही चाहिए. But बिंदी आप एक श्री माताजी सेड उसी फोटो को at the top side of the frame of the photo, you can apply a little kumkum there, which is a respect to Shri Mataji. So, but some people don't agree with this. But if we derive certain things from what Shri Mataji did, that we want Shri Mataji's face to be visible in original form. Particularly when we are seeing Shri Mataji face, we see more towards the bindi. So there is no any such clear-cut reply directly from Shri Mataji, because this was probably was not asked. But we can derive from certain things that we should apply a kumkum to the photo. When it's photo and picture is Shri Mataji's face inside. Instead of that, we apply at the top corner some kumkum in a dot form. So that is for auspiciousness, that is for respecting, that is some people can call as a puja, or you can apply kumkum at the bottom of the photograph. So this is what we have understood and we follow this. But there are some who say that no, we have done everything, but Bindi is not there, doesn't look good. So, according to those who have attended Sakar Pujas, Shri Mataji never allowed to touch her face, particularly Shri Mataji's head and forehead, as a respect. अभी इसके ऊपर there should not be too much of discussion unnecessarily. I had gone to Muscat because that collectivity had called me. So we went there. We were there for 3-4 days. Half of the day was discussion only on this. There were two ladies. They were not agreeing to this. So it is okay. We are not here certain things to decide in Sahaja Yoga on the basis of majority voting. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Uncle.
Cool.
So we move on to the last category, which is our questions related to pujas. Uncle, are we good time-wise? Like if we continue for another 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. No problem.
All right then. Yeah. So the question is, Uncle, if there is no source of flowing water around where we live, what can we do with OT?
OT, you see, we should offer these OT parts, or the atoms of the OT, into the water preferably. If it is flowing water, or if it is even in the sea, we can do this. You have to go little bit inside, not on the shore. Go little inside and offer to the sea. Means to the water or to the river, if it is flowing. Or if we are no flowing river, we are no sea nearby, then what to do? Then we should, in the earth, we should dig, what do you call, a pit, at least 3-4 feet deep, and put into that, and cover by the pit by earth. Like this we have to do. So either in the Mother Earth or in the water. Water can be flowing, water can be sea water. Water can be even if there is a big lake, like what is that lake near Chicago? So it is as good as a sea. So either it should be given to the water or to the earth, Mother Earth. Even in Kabela, I have seen many times that they are digging and putting the OT atoms into that.
And Uncle, the flowers that we use for puja decoration, can they be put into composting, or is it the same treatment like for OT elements?
No, flowers, there are two categories. One is offered to Shri Mataji's photograph, and those which are used for decoration of the altar, decoration of the hall, decoration of the backdrop of Shri Mataji's stage. So those should be treated as a normal flowers, and those which are offered to Shri Mataji's photograph, onto the photograph, or offering like 108 names, we are offering flowers. So those should be, they are called nirmalya. The word in Sanskrit is nirmalya. So these are nirmalya should be treated as a flowers or atoms which can be put into the water or to the earth. The other flowers can be, as we they should not be treated as nirmalya. We can keep it as a clearing, like other atoms we are clearing. I don't want to use the words throw away. Okay.
Yes. So, Uncle, we've also heard that the altar decoration after the puja should preferably be kept for at least a day. We just wanted to know, like, the reason behind it. Is it because vibrations are still emitting, or is there any other reason that we should know?
It is, this was told by Shrimataji that suppose we perform puja, all right, perform aarti, everything is closed, prasad is distributed. Suddenly people are going at the same time, immediately we should not start taking out the offered items or decorated items, Shrimataji. But that is done because wherever the place doesn't belong to you, but the place of puja or the place where you are doing your seminar, etc. So we should keep that at least for 12 hours, some say 24 hours, and then take it out. Because the vibrations are there and ganas are there around. So it is preferably we keep 12 to 24 hours.
Sure. Thank you, Uncle. So the next question is, Uncle, Swagat, obviously when Shrimataji was in Sakar form, used to be sung when she arrived, and after that she used to talk. But in the center, sometimes we are told that, Swagat should be played before the talk, after the talk. So there is some confusion regarding that. So if there is a suggestion or advice, please do let us know.
Swagat is always before the talk. You are talking about Swagat bhajan ya Swagat aarti?
Song, bhajan, where we do the Swagat Aarti along with it, like Swagat Agat, Swagatam.
So that is the start of the puja, start of the program, symbolizing Shri Mataji is physically arriving. So we can do like even in Kabela I have seen they bring Shri Mataji's photograph in a procession, and while in procession they sing the song of Agat, Swagat, etc. And then they do welcome aarti. For going, it is not called Swagat. For going, we say thank you to Shri Mataji, and and there is one bhajan which used to be sung mostly in the Western collectivity. Your face shines like 1,000 suns. Mataji, Mataji. There is one bhajan. So that can be sung at the end.
Okay, Uncle. Thank you. So the next question that has been submitted is that why is it that only married ladies can decorate Shri Mataji's feet during the puja or offer Shringar? And that Yogini has also probably heard somewhere that Shri Mataji has said that we have been married to ourselves and we represent male and female within us. So she wants to know, does that mean that we are never single? If so, then why are we considered kind of like incomplete or something like that? That's the sentiment in that question.
I don't know when Shrimataji has said we are not single, we are always two. I don't remember, because I had a chance to talk to Shrimataji many times, to be with her, especially during pujas, before and after. I have not heard like this. But for offering OT by ladies, but by offering Shringar to Shri Mataji, the 7 ladies, they come on the stage for offering OT, or some ladies come on the stage for Shringar of Shri Mataji. Shringar means decoration. So these are done by ladies. So if there is any one lady who is unmarried or widow, she is also allowed. But unmarried normally goes to, what we call in India is a Kumarika. So she has the other role to play. So she should play a role of Kumarika. But married ladies, there if somebody is a widow, she can dress in a proper means with a kumkum, with proper sari, etc. She should not come as a visible widow. She should come properly, because you are doing puja of Sri Mataji, so it has to be done in a pleasant way. But she is allowed. A widow lady is also allowed to offer oti, also allowed to take part in the decoration. She is a lady, so married, widower or married, there is no differentiation in Sahaja Yoga. Many times I have seen on the stage, Shrimati used to call a particular lady, even if she is a widower, but if she has come properly dressed, because you have to respect Devi. You are doing puja of the Devi. So you cannot come in a very ridiculous dress and condition. You should come very happily, be joyous, because you are doing Devi's puja.
Sure, that's helpful, Uncle. That's really helpful, because most of the times we heard these 7 married ladies. So that's why I think this was really something very different. We had never heard of.
But at the same time, we should also see that all 7 should not be widower.
Okay, the next question that we have, Uncle, is on the Tithi. So there is always confusion. Let's say, for example, we can take the example of Narak Chaturdashi, when we know, Diwali Puja should not be offered. So one line of thought is that we should follow what India is following. The other line of thought is it is according to each country's sunrise and sunset time, because every country's overlap with India is not going to be practically one where we can then offer or not offer certain pujas. So the question is, should the Tithi be followed as per India or one's own country of residence sunrise sunset times?
It is just like, let us say, Sri Mataji used to say, don't offer any puja on Amavasya. Amavasya means no moon day. So, no moon day will be different time in different country. So, we should follow whatever country timings are there. Suppose in USA you are doing, so you should find out which is the Amavasya day falling for your Dallas or for Texas, and follow that. Not that you are following the in Indian Amavasya. It should be Amavasya of the place where you are staying. So that should be followed. Because many times in Kabila, once we had fixed up the marriage date and the time, and we found one day before that the timing what we have decided, it is a Amavasya of Italy. So we postponed the marriage time to fall into no moon day, no Amavasya day. So we should follow that. Okay.
Yes, sure, Uncle. That's helpful. So we have 2 more questions. One question is on the saris. Over years, right, saris offered to Shrimataji do accumulate at centers. And then some of them are just there, which are stained or unstained. So we've heard that they are being given away to yoginis to wear. So what is the guidance around the saris that are offered to Shrimataji, whether they are put on the altar or offered as a part of oti?
Yeah. Whatever altar decoration is a separate part, and the offer to Sri Mataji is a separate part. So altar decoration, you can do whatever you like. You can reuse it again for decoration, or you can give to some other ladies. But whatever offered to Sri Mataji, now that should not be given to other ladies. We should use that again for altar decoration, or if there is a chair or sinhasan for Shri Mataji, we should put on that as a part of decoration. So giving Shri Mataji sarees without the permission of Shri Mataji was not told. So because whatever we offer to Shri Mataji, like flowers, like sari, so there it is offered to Shri Mataji, and those are protected by Ganas. So if somebody is taking it without the permission of Shri Mataji, it is said that it is not good, because Ganas will not like it. So we should not do that. But in some cities, some countries or cities, because after waiting for 1 week or so, they start giving to Sahajogis, Sahajoginis. They have started because they are getting so many sarees accumulated. So this question was not so clearly asked for Nirakar Puja. If we Shri Mataji offer to you, for Sakar Puja, Shri Mataji used to tell very clearly not to give to anybody, because it is offered to me. Only I have a right to decide what to do with this. Whether I want to reuse it, or I want to give to my relations, I want to give to some Sahajogini, it is my, because that belongs to Shri Mataji. So whatever belongs to Shri Mataji, without her permission, without her instruction, we cannot decide. But many cities are following the same. But some, they are saying that no, we will keep it for as it is in front of Shri Mataji for 1 week, and after that 1 week we will give to any Sahajogini. Now this is some leaders have taken this decision, and now I will follow the first part, that it belongs to Shri Mataji, and we have no right to decide to whom we should give. Instead of that, better to use for Shri Mataji chair, Shri Mataji sinhasan, or Shri Mataji decoration, like this. And then at the last, after reusing, then when it is too old, then we can offer it into the sea or river.
Sure, Uncle. Thank you very much. So the next question that we have is, our center, or probably some other centers, have silver padukas that are vibrated by Shrimataji herself. And we were using those for offering puja. And I know I previously came to you with this question, but I just wanted the collective to hear from you the reason behind using the photograph instead of silver padukas for offering pujas to Shrimataji. So Uncle, if you can just share that again with our collective, that would be very helpful.
Yeah. You are very right. This question is very reasonable to know. Actually, here also in India, Shri Mataji used to go many places, especially where there used to be major pujas, like in Mumbai, Delhi, maybe Pune. So where the silver padukas used to get vibrated from Shri Mataji each time, because Shri Mataji used to visit definitely at least once these cities. So they used to get it vibrated. Number one. Number two, those days, like in 1970, 1980, even up to 90, there were no not system, but a market or technology available where there is a waterproof photograph, where we can use it for putting water and panchamrit. So we were allowed to use silver padukas for offering water and panchamrit. And because while offering that and while cleaning those people who are on the stage, unknowingly their hands will touch to these padukas. So whatever is originally vibrated, if any Sahaja, they touch one or two places, so that vibratory condition may not remain in that paduka. So we used to get vibrated again and reuse it again. Because there were no such photographs available made in the market with that technology. But recently, after 2000 or so, such photographs, glass sandwiched waterproof photographs are available. So for puja particularly, offering water and offering panchamrut, the photograph is always preferred, because there is no question of vibrated and then people have touched and the vibrations have gone. And these technologies are available now, so we should use it. And most of the countries, including Kabila, they are using this. And the photograph should be 1:1 scale, as if Sri Mataji's actual lotus feet are there. And you are keeping into the big thal or big parat, and you are offering. And for photograph, even if you touch by hand for cleaning, etc., so the vibratory properties remain as it is, as told by Shri Mataji, that my photograph, as if I am there. So we should use it. And this system methodology is available, so we should use it. And if there are silver padukas which are vibrated, we can keep in puja with proper respect on the side by of the chair, and we can offer a haldi, kumkum and flowers. But for offering liquid, we should use this photograph made into the glass with 1:1 scale. Why I'm saying 1:1 scale? That you can have a photograph of a smaller size, you can have bigger size. Instead of that, best way is to have 1:1 as if actual Sri Mataji lotus feet are there. It should be used, and that is 100% a correct method. But in some centers in India, because last since 1970 or 75, last 15 years, they have used only paduka, so they are still reluctant to use photograph instead of paduka. Whereas they have touched the paduka so many times while offering water, while offering panchamrut, while cleaning that. But it is a conditioned mind, I will say. If the photograph is available, waterproof photograph we can use. Those days there were no waterproof photographs. This is very similar to, for example, in the beginning, Sri Mataji used to give her black and white photographs for new Sahajogis to keep in their house, because those were the only photographs available in India particularly, and even abroad also, outside India. But later on, slowly, when the technology developed and we started getting color photographs, so many foreign Sahajogis, they started bringing color photographs, beautiful photograph of Sri Mataji to Ganpati Pule. And Sri Mataji used to give by her own hand these photographs to colored photographs to various centers to use in their center. But there are some old Sahajogis, they started saying, no, we want to use only that black and white. Now this is conditioned mind, nothing else. So I think I have answered you.
Yes, Uncle. Yes, thank you so much. So, Uncle, the last question that came in through our forms was, in general, like how should collectives or individuals prepare for a puja? And after that, if you have time, we can take questions through the chat, but I know you've stretched yourself already, but we can come to that after this question. How should collectives or individuals prepare themselves for a puja?
For puja, when you are coming, actually, puja is nothing but, I think on puja, I will speak very long time, if you have time. Puja, normally what we do, we are not, during puja, we are not asking Shri Mataji, give me this, give me that, this, that. We are not telling our problems and asking. During puja, we want to please Shri Mataji. That is a basic concept. How? We are offering flowers to Shri Mataji. We are offering water on the lotus feet to Shri Mataji. We are offering Panchamrit, means 5 different liquids or atoms to Shri Mataji. The each atom, when we are offering, because Shri Mataji doesn't need this. Even in OT, you are offering coconut, you are offering rice, you are offering supari, and so on. Shri Mataji doesn't need this material, but you are symbolically offering to her. And against each atom, what you are offering to Shri Mataji in return will give you, clear your various things. For example, you offer flower. If the flower has a fragrance, then Shri Mataji will clear your Muladhar. You are offering a flower which is beautiful in nature, like color and the shape, etc. Then Shri Mataji will clear your Swadhisthana. So, like this, for every atom, you are offering rice. You are offering rice, Shri Mataji will clear your Nabi. You are offering aarti, flame. Shri Mataji will clear your Ajna. So whatever we offer to Shri Mataji, it is very symbolically. She herself has created this universe. She herself has created this earth and all these atoms. She doesn't need, but we still offer symbolically because we offer externally all these atoms, and Shri Mataji offers us internally to clear our nadis, to clear our chakras, and at the end we get vibrations, more and more vibrations. So to offer this to Shri Mataji, because we are offering decoration to Shri Mataji, everything, she doesn't take anything as it is. For everything, every material we offer to her, she clears internally by offering our sukshma, whatever nadis and this one, inside us. So when we are coming there, so Shri Mataji should be pleased. And the more Shri Mataji is pleased, the more vibrations, because there are deities sitting on each chakra of Shri Mataji. They become, they are pleased and they emit more and more vibrations, and we get drenched into the vibrations. So we should come such a way for puja, which should please Shri Mataji. Means our dress should be such that Shri Mataji is pleased. Our hair and our other attire should be such that Shri Mataji is pleased. Our behavior should be very humble and with devotion in front of Shri Mataji. We should please her. The more you please, the deities inside Shri Mataji are pleased, and they throw more and more vibrations. And the collective which is coming for the puja, it should be more and more number, because that much vibrations which are emitted by Shri Mataji should be able to absorb. If it is a small collective, then whatever vibrations Shri Mataji are emitting from her Sakar Puja or Nirakar photograph, we should be able to absorb. So the collective should be as large as possible, and collective should be clear. We should not go with so many badas and so many this one. Now this is the place where Shri Mataji is lifting you up from a particular state to higher state. So we should go with a clearing ourselves with foot soaking and candling, everything is clear, so that Shri Mataji will lift you up further. And she is pleased. So this should be about the puja. I think I have clarified. I can talk much more on puja.
Yeah.
but
No, we
but this
definitely
is,
would like to have a session with you dedicated to this topic, I think. But Uncle, I know you also had a meeting before our session. So if you think we can send the 2 questions that come in the chat to you, and you can kind of like do a voice recording and we can circulate within our collective. Or if you're willing, we can take them up now. But really, just to be mindful of your time.
no, we can take. That is better,
Okay.
because recording and circulating,
Sure. Yeah.
we
No,
don't
we
know.
really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Uncle, for that. So the first question that we have got through our chat is that what do we do with the water that we use to wash Mataji's feet with? Should we put it to plants? Should we mix it with panchamrit and drink it? And they're asking if the bindi that's applied to the feet, it's okay for the water to flow through that and come into the panchamrit, because that kumkum ultimately has lead in it. So that is the question.
Now that, as I said, to use Shri Mataji's photograph for offering water, if you do that, then that water should be treated as a panchamrit. As a tirat. I mean, it is evaporated water, and it can be collected and kept separately to offer to each Sajugi as a evaporated water. And if it is a panchamrit, we normally, panchamrit, again we collect together and we offer to each Sajugi to drink it. So we should do the same. So that's why there is another reason that if it is a silver paduka, which are touched by so many people during puja or while cleaning the silver padukas, their hands are there. So, but if it is a Sri Mataji's lotus feet photograph, and on that we put water, so when the water is flowing over the picture, it is vibrated. And we should take that water as a tirath, we call in India. So we should take as tirath. Is there any Sahajogi in Dallas, Houston, or Austin who is Western origin, or all of them are Indian?
Yes, Uncle, we do. Yeah.
Okay. So for them, this is evaporated water. In India, we call it tirath. So they should take it as a tirath. Evaporated water, it is good. For us, if we take inside, it will clear chakras, it will clear stomach also.
Sure, Uncle. And I think part of this question was also about, sometimes kumkum being on the photograph flowing into the water, but I think we could just clean the photograph well before we offer water and elements.
If that kumkum was offered earlier, so you can clean the photograph and offer the water. That is better, because kumkum applied by some ladies as a part of decoration. So we can do either way. There's nothing wrong. If we offer water as it is, or we clean and offer water, both should be okay. Because that kumkum has remained on the photograph for a longer time. So that kumkum itself gets vibrated.
Okay, so I think the concern of who asked the question was that kumkum has lead, but I think the answer is because it's vibrated, it's okay if it gets ingested.
Yeah, it is vibrated.
Okay. So the last question, Uncle, we have is, how can we use vibrations to guide us in all aspects, especially collective decisions? Did Shri Mataji specifically talk on this topic?
Actually, yeah, it should be important major decision. We should not use it for every small thing. Like if some certain things are very clear cut, There is no need of using vibrations. Like we have a sun and a moon. No, we should not say, let us see, ask the vibration whether it is sun or moon, which is wrong. So for such clear-cut things, answers where are known, we need not use. But where we want to see the auspiciousness, we want to see something which is not understood by us, not known to us, then we should ask Sri Mataji on vibrations. And if it is not by one person, but it should be checked by at least 4 to 5 persons together, and collectively they should see who majority of the people who are getting vibrations which way, and should take a decision. But this checking should be for important decisions, not for very small things, where you can use your wisdom. Okay.
Yep, that's really helpful, Uncle. So I think we were able to get through all the questions, which was really very nice. And I do want to thank you, Uncle, for all this time that you spent with us. And we would just take a minute.
Hope all of the people, I see 20 participants. 20 participants.
Yeah. And some
Okay.
of us are joined from the center itself, Uncle. Some of us are gathered here at the center.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I will.
I just want to say that how many Sahajogis are in Houston now?
Houston has a small collective. I don't have an idea, but maybe 25 yogis.
Mm-hmm.
We are from Dallas. And
yeah, I know. You told me you are from Dallas. Why I'm asking is that I was in Houston for 6 months, long back.
Oh, okay.
In 1983. I had come there for some technical audit of a company on behalf of our company in India. So I was stationed for 6 months, Houston, that time. Because Houston is known as a oil and gas city.
Correct, yeah.
Center of the world.
Yeah. That's really nice. But yeah, thank you so much, Uncle. Our council members want to convey thanks on behalf of the collective to you. So they don't want to take a lot of your time. So that's why I'm thanking you on behalf of them, on behalf of the collective.
No, thank you very much. On the contrary, I am very happy if very sincerely, honestly, if we are listening and getting these absorbed for the purpose of the self spiritual ascent and the collective spiritual ascent, I am more happy, and I pray Shri Mataji to bless you all and make a very strong Sahajoginis, so that you become a pillars in USA for Sahaja, for Vishwa Nirmala Dharma. And because I know in Western countries, especially in USA also, there are so many worldly material problems which divert our attention many times. So I pray Shri Mataji to give you very strong and pure attention, and give very high spiritual ascent. And you work as a foundation of Vishwa Nirmala Dharma in USA.
Thank you so much, Uncle, for your heartfelt wishes. We can feel your love. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
and
you
we'll
very
share
much.
the recording with everyone. Thank you very much. This concludes our session. Jai Shri Mataji, everyone.
Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji to all. Thank you to all.